Hi guys, this is Dante with Drive and Thrive, and I ordered some GoPro accessories because I'm going to film some video logs with my GoPro. I'm going to attach it to my body, and I'm going to have you guys watch me do some Ubereats and Doordash driving today. I have been using my DSLR when I'm in my car, and I put this 14mm lens so I can be in my car. But yeah, I decided to go ahead and order this. It has a body mount, like a chest mount, some other cool things in here, so I can vlog on my body. So I'm gonna set this up, figure out how to use it, and yeah, I'm gonna show you guys a day in the life of me as a Ubereats driver. Here is the body mount for the GoPro, and I'm gonna try to put this on. I'm wearing black right now. I'm gonna try to put this on and hope that no one cares, like none of the restaurants care or anything like that. But it looks really but I was kind of laughing at myself trying to figure out how to put it on. I'm pretty sure I just put my head through there, and then this will be at my back. So yeah, I'm gonna put it on and let's take a look at what it looks like. Okay, cool. So this is what it looks like. I don't know. See, I see a lot of vloggers that do this. They'll have the shoulder mount and they'll attach it to their shoulder. I think this is gonna be like a little too obvious, but I don't know. I'm gonna put the GoPro on, just see what it looks like real fast. But I think I might have to try that shoulder mount thing. I don't know how to put it on. I mean, I'm just experimenting right now, so we'll find out. So I have the GoPro hooked up to the chest harness now. It wasn't very difficult to do, but yeah, I actually need to get going here. I have a delivery pickup, Blue Moon, 13 minutes away.
Head west on Southwest Austin Street towards 41st Avenue Southwest.
I'm gonna get driving here. I'm not sure if GoPro will be able to pick this up, but I love driving along the ocean here, Alki Beach in Seattle. Oh, the smell of the ocean. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, I love it. And no, I was not supposed to take a 1-minute break to stop and look at the ocean and the waves, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do to keep your sanity in life. And driving along here always makes me want to stop and smell this seawater. Just a few seconds. An actual pickup. So I'm doing a Doordash delivery right now. So I'm gonna bring in a Doordash bag. I'm gonna go in and pick up an order. This is what an order looks like on Alki Beach here. Slide after arrival. Hello. I have a pickup for Tom. French fries and the cold blue.
Right there.
All right, great. Thank you. Thanks. Have a good day.
Yep.
Thanks. You too. All right. I think I probably should have had that a little more. But okay. So now got the order in the bag here. Let's go ahead and zip that up. Make sure his burger stays warm. Put that right there. And head out. Slide after pickup. So this is one thing I do after a pickup. I will contact the customer and let them know my ETA. So what I do is I go here to the route. I see the approximate time and I'll text, "Hi, this is your Dasher. I will arrive in approximately, what was that, 11 minutes. This is really important to help with your rating. When you text the driver after the pickup and let them know the time, if you're late, at least they know it's not your fault. You know, as soon as you picked up the order, you gave them an ETA, so they know exactly when their food is coming. Because, see, what happens if you don't do that, they don't factor in the amount of time it took you to drive to the restaurant. So if they get there,
Turn left toward 56th Avenue.
And you also don't know how some of these orders will have been canceled by other Dashers or other Ubereats drivers.
Head south on 57th Avenue Southwest.
So if you assume that they know your ETA because they can see it on their app, well, they might have been waiting for their burger for an hour. They might have been waiting for their food for an hour, for all you know. Just because it only took you 10 minutes to get to the store and 10 minutes to get to them doesn't mean that that was their wait time. And if they're unhappy with their wait time, who are they going to blame? They're going to blame you, the Dasher, because you're going to be the one that comes up on the rating when they ask the customer to rate the order. So it's important just to text your ETA. Just text every customer your ETA with Doordash. You don't have to do that with Ubereats. I never do that with Ubereats because it doesn't matter. But with Doordash and their rating system, it matters. If you take a look at, so I can't pull it up right now, but my rating when I first started dashing and I was doing everything correctly, it fell to 4.4. I mean, I did my job as best as I could, but it didn't matter because my rating fell anyway. As soon as I started to text the customers after every pickup, it shot up to 4.7, which doesn't sound like a lot, but DoorDash rating system is so screwy because every customer doesn't rate you. They only rate you if they want to rate you. So in order to get a positive rating, you really have to stand out. So I always text. I try to text them as much as possible. So when I arrive to a restaurant and the order's not ready, I'll text the customer, "I've arrived at the restaurant. I'm waiting on the order." And then after I pick up the order, I'll text them a second time. And I know that seems like a lot, but it really helps your rating. And even if it doesn't help them give you a positive rating, which I think it does, it avoids them giving you a negative rating. So yeah, I'm about 8 minutes away. I'm gonna stop the video. Okay, so I'm about 1 minute away from the destination. I hope it's a house because the apartments along in West Seattle is sometimes difficult to get up to. So, but it looks like it might be a body shop, maybe. Mountain and Sound Outfitters. 4617. Okay, it's this address right here. 4617. So let's go take a look here. I always take my phone with me, although sometimes you don't have to. Hello, Doordash. There you go. Have a great day. All right. And delivery complete. so now I just go to the dash thing, slide after delivery, and you can rate how well or difficult an order was, but I didn't think that was too difficult. So and it shows you how much you've made so far this dash, although it tends to be behind a little bit because I've made about $30, but yeah. And I don't even know how well this will show up in the GoPro, but if I go back to home into my ratings, my customer rating was at 4.4, and like I was once you get down to 4.4, you're basically about to get kicked off the platform. And I know people who have gotten kicked off the platform at 4.4. But that's when I was first starting off. I had done about 20 deliveries. And it took me over 300 deliveries to get it back to where the customer rating is back to being high. So once you mess up in the beginning, it takes you a long time to recover. So I suggest do not mess up in the beginning. Text more than you think is necessary. But yeah, so that is me and a sample dash. I think I'm going to set the GoPro up at a different area and record myself a bit. I'm going to try to use this suction cup thingy and see if it'll actually stick to my car window. If it does, it'll allow me to vlog without having this like rattling sound, because I was using my I was putting the GoPro here, but it rattles when the car shakes, and so the audio is useless. So let's hope that I can put that on my car, and yeah, maybe you guys can see my face and I can talk a little bit more about some stuff. Yeah, so I just got this to stick on, and I'm really impressed. Like most of the time with these suction cup things, it's always a fail because they don't work very well. But yeah, I just put that on there. It was really fast and easy, and it works. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to set my GoPro up and let's see what it looks like. Wow. So that's pretty dope. So yeah, I got that set up now. Yeah, I got a mount. I can vlog now. I can vlog in my car with this GoPro. This is pretty cool. And I don't even have to use this big camera back there. Okay, so let me just continue a bit about the rating systems for Doordash and Ubereats. Here's the thing about Ubereats. In Seattle at least, and I know in a lot of places now, Ubereats, well, here's one problem with driving. It shakes a bit, doesn't it? Let me see if tightening this I feel it will shake no matter what. Yeah, it looks like this will shake no matter what though. So So I don't know how shaky the video will be. Although I do know one thing. I have video stabilization with but you know, I don't have to drive and talk right now since I'm not going anywhere. I'm just waiting on a Doordash order. But I have video stabilization with DaVinci Resolve. So who knows, maybe I can just have it shake and fix afterwards. But anyway, so here's the thing with Ubereats. Most people will give you a positive rating with Ubereats. And Ubereats, I've noticed, they haven't been calculating ratings on an individual basis. What it seems to me is that your default rating is 5 stars for Ubereats, not for Uber. But every single time someone has a complaint against you, they register the complaint, they tell you what it is, and then it goes against your overall percentage. I believe over the last, let me take a look at the platform itself. I believe it's over like the last 500 deliveries. Let's take a look. Yes, so over the last 500. So what that means is, if you are rude to a restaurant staff member, or if you're rude to a customer, or if you don't go to their door and they want you to go to their door, even though in Seattle you don't have to go to the door, it's a curbside service. If you do any of those things and they lodge a complaint, or they rate you and tell you why, it'll show. Now my rating is at 95% for Ubereats. But it's been at 95% for weeks. So it doesn't change, it doesn't fluctuate. At one point it was at 100% for weeks. And it didn't change, it didn't fluctuate. So I don't know what to say, other than listen, don't mess up huge, and you're gonna be good with Ubereats. I read one Reddit post where this guy was like, "Oh, I was using Ubereats for free food for 6 months before I got fired." And and then he was getting in arguments with people. Like, he was like the worst Uber Eats driver on earth, and the guy didn't get fired. But he did get fired when someone wanted him to come to the door and he refused. It was late at night. And anyway, he got fired. So here's my take on going to the door even when you don't have to. If they request it and you see that they request you to come to the door, or if they text you and they ask you to come to the door, just go to the door. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Maybe they'll tip you, maybe they won't, but it's not worth losing the platform because you didn't want to go to the door that one time. Go to the door that one time, because 99% of the time they don't ask you to go to the door and they come out to your car, and Uber Eats is worth it. So just go to the door. I am guilty of not going to the door. I am guilty of like, hey, look, you got 5 minutes, and but I'm not going to do that anymore, and I wouldn't do it anymore because it's not worth losing the platform over. With Doordash, you always go to the door. Sometimes it's in difficult places. Sometimes it's hard to go to the door. But you always go to the door. The key to the rating system is the texting. Do your job well, text well, double check everything, your ratings will go up. But if you don't text at all, even if you're the greatest driver on earth, the rating system itself is going to punish you in some way. And it sucks that that's the case because they have a terrible, terrible rating system. That's the rating system they chose. That's the one we have to deal with for now, for Doordash. Postmates is the same way, except that I feel like it's a little more fair because I feel like the customers rate more. So I think I average like 60% or 70% of the customers I serve rate me, which means that if you fumble a bit, you can make up. So my rating is 4.8 with Postmates. And at one point, it fell to 4.6 when I was first driving with Postmates. But again, once I started texting, everything picked right back up. So it's been 4.8 forever now. It seems like it's impossible for me to get 4.9 or 5. But 4.8 is good enough to stay on the platform, and I'm happy with that. So yeah, that's my advice on ratings. I just wanted to have a quick mention of that because I also know in the comments the other day, a young lady commented that she was kicked off of Doordash. And when you're kicked off of a platform, even though there's others to go to, it hurts because you feel like you got fired from a job. And she was doing the best that she could do. She didn't do anything wrong, but the rating system had her at 4.4 something. And so if you're watching this video, I really empathize with you. I would write a letter and explain the situation and see if they'll reinstate you and give you like, a trial run back, because sometimes they do. Or if you go to the place where you were onboarded and talk to someone in person and make your case, maybe they can put in a word or two. It can't hurt but to try. But see, that's also the reason to do Ubereats too, or to do Postmates too. Don't just have one platform, but try multiple platforms, and really diversify. So don't let one single platform, be the end of your gig economy opportunities. There's a bunch of things you can do. Even if you are kicked off of Doordash, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, that's my video log for today. I'm excited that I got this this GoPro thing set up here, and yeah, I'm gonna play around with some of these accessories, do some more driving today, and yeah, thanks, and guys, thanks so much for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. I can't believe that I have 480 subscribers, which that's a small channel for a lot of people, but for me, when I started this channel, I didn't think anyone would watch me at all. I didn't think anyone would watch. I didn't think anyone would care enough to watch what I had to say. I have one video that has like 60,000 views, which is amazing, because I'm typically I'm not an extrovert. I'm kind of a shy person generally, but I'm so thankful for all of you guys for watching my videos. And with that, please like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see me make more videos and give more advice, and I really appreciate you guys. So Dante with Drive and Thrive, and thanks for watching, and have a good day. He does. He looks so young now.
He does look young. It took years. Yeah. You did the Pickering barn. That's cool. Remember?
It was fun.